Hey guys, Dr. Berg here. I want to share some real interesting things about wheatgrass that you've probably never heard before, okay? Now the first question is, what is wheatgrass? Well, it's not the grass that grows in your backyard, okay? It actually comes from the wheat plant. So wheatgrass is baby wheat, okay? It's the stuff that they eventually can turn into flour that you can buy at the grocery store, that they make bread and pasta and cereal and donuts and cookies, right? That's what they make, and they sell white bread and wheat bread, the whole thing, okay? So that's the flour. This is made from the grain or the seed. The seed is what has the gluten in it, okay? That's what creates a lot of digestive issues. And people have inflammation from it. They get all sorts of digestive damage. Now, this is a baby wheatgrass plant. This is at the stage where it's well before the seeds are going to grow. So you have no gluten in this stage whatsoever. So there's no gluten in wheatgrass juice powder, only in the actual seed that's grounded into flour. Okay, so that's one thing that people have a confusion about. But the cycle of a plant, when you have a seed or a grain, it grows into this plant. This is the reason why they capture the wheatgrass, is that this is the peak nutrition for phytonutrients and nutrition right when it gets about this size, about 4 to 6 inches. That's when you have the most nutrition in the cycle of growing wheat. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is what's the difference between the powder, okay, wheatgrass powder, and wheatgrass juice powder. Okay, real big difference, very interesting. Number one is that if you take one of these grass, I don't know if you've ever done this, and you chewed on some grass, what happens, you can actually crunch it. There's some crunchiness. What is that crunchiness? You're basically grinding with your teeth this fiber, and there's little pockets of wheatgrass that's in there, juice, and the juice is being released with all the nutrition. So all the nutrition is inside little pockets, so it's like little air bubbles. It's very similar to bubble wrap. Okay, so if I were to chew this bubble wrap, no, I'm not going to chew it. You could actually start to hear the crunching. So when you're chewing this, you're actually releasing the nutrition. Okay, so the problem is that wheatgrass is mostly 99.99% of its fiber. It's cellulose. This fiber does not digest in a human digestive tract. A cow has a very specific enzyme to break down this grass. We do not. So when you buy wheatgrass powder, you're basically buying the fiber mostly, because when you consume it, you don't have the enzyme to extract the nutrition, and it's captured in there. It's kind of like eating hay, and that's really what hay does. Hay is like dried out grass, and you feed it to, horses and things like that. So there's not nearly the amount of nutrition in chlorophyll in the wheatgrass powder. In the wheatgrass juice powder, there is no fiber. Okay, it's all nutrition. It's extracted and it's preserved, so it's 100% absorbable. Okay, so that would be the one difference. Now, it takes this entire tray of wheatgrass to make one heaping teaspoon of this stuff. Okay, so I'll show you. So this right here is equivalent to this entire tray without the fiber. So it's super concentrated. It's like over 2,000% more concentrated. Okay? So this is like $25. This is 58 cents. And the reason we're able to do that is because we do this in massive quantities. So the difference is this is mainly fiber, this is more nutrition, and this is a lot more convenient because the amount of effort it would take to juice this with the juicer and then clean it, oh my gosh, going to the store, buying the wheatgrass juice, incredibly not very convenient. Okay, so anyway, so there's 3 very unique things about the wheatgrass that we have that I want to share with you. The most amazing thing is how it's grown. We basically take seeds, we take wheat berries, we take the seed of the wheat, and we grow them in late fall, okay? So the snow comes, it covers them, and it doesn't actually become this high until May. So that's 6 months it's sitting in the earth. And what is it doing? It's growing roots. So the specific type of wheatgrass that we grow has a root structure that digs deep into the earth, pulling all the nutrition up into that plant. So that's number one. This stuff is grown within 6 to 10 days. Look at this root structure. It's just like basically fiber. There's no root structure. And a lot of times wheatgrass from the health food store that grows mold, well, this stuff is very clean because the nutrition protects it against the molds and the viruses and the bacteria and the insects, that whole thing. That's what really, see, a weak plant will be susceptible to bugs and microbes, even if there's a vitamin deficiency. So we don't have to worry about a vitamin deficiency with this. So we have a combination of the processing of the seed. Secondly, where it's grown. It's grown in an ancient seabed. What does that mean? It's an old ocean floor. Okay? What's significant about that is that there's all these trace minerals in there. There's like 93 trace minerals. Those are the minerals that are pulled into the root structure. So you're getting a product that's so super enhanced with all of the minerals. Like this does not have the trace minerals. This does. Okay? So we have how it's grown. We also have where it's grown on. And lastly, and most importantly, converting this grass into this powder is very, very unique. So the company that I work with uses this process called bioactive dehydration. Okay, it's a very unique patented process where they basically take the juice of this and within minutes turn it into powder using very low heats. So when they juice it, the problem is that all the enzymes, all the oils, the fat-soluble vitamins, the essential fatty acids in this grass, the vitamin E complexes, are very fragile to oxygen and heat. So, number one, we have to do this fast. So it's quickly converted into a powder within minutes under low heats. Nothing above 106 degrees, and even for 1 minute. So we have it's only heated for like 106 degrees for 1 minute, and then the temperature goes down, and it turns into a powder. So what you're getting right here is a raw, live product in a powdered form. When it becomes a powder, the enzymes are preserved and protected. So all you have to do is add water to this. So I'll show you to activate the enzymes. So it's basically alive. So I'm going to take this, put a teaspoon. Now, one thing with my other wheatgrass juice powder, and I didn't talk about this, is that I would say put it in a glass and stir it. There's a lot of clumping that occurs with that. So I'm going to highly recommend you get a shaker bottle, okay, tighten it up, and you shake it. This gets 100% of it in the form that's really smooth with no clumping. Okay, look at this thing. This is like liquid health, liquid life. So then you can actually drink this, and it's very, very refreshing. Okay, so number one, the seeds are grown for 6 months in the soil, which allows for the root structure. Secondly, you have where it's grown on ancient seabeds. Third, you have the bioactive dehydration where we convert this into this within minutes so as to protect the enzymes and all the other delicate nutrition. Okay, so there's a couple other unique benefits. What I did with this wheatgrass is I added what's called kamut wheatgrass. What is kamut wheatgrass? Well, there's a kind of a story, a background story. In 1949, this airman was in Egypt, and apparently he was visiting the pyramids, and he came back with some wheat berries that he found in some tomb of some pharaoh. Okay, and he shipped them back to Montana where they started to grow them. Basically, they found the ancient wheat berry, and that's why they call it sometimes King Tut's wheat, and that's what kamut is. When other people take kamut and make flour and make bread, even though it has gluten because it's a seed, they don't seem to have the inflammation or the digestive issues. So that's very interesting that the ancient grain doesn't create the reaction like you would get, at your local store. But what they did is they the company I work with basically take the seed of kamut and it grows it, same soil, same process, but we added 25% kamut into this. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because kamut has some unique additional health factors. Number one, it has tons of selenium. Selenium is great for the thyroid in converting T4 into T3, especially if someone has Hashimoto's, okay? Secondly, it's really loaded with more protein, okay? And a lot of other phytonutrients. So I kind of spiked this even more than my other version, which is kind of a plain version with more nutrition. Then we added an organic natural lemon flavor with a hint of stevia. So when you consume this, it's delicious. Okay, it's like a lemon drink. It doesn't taste bad at all, and it's like quite amazing. Okay, so to make it easier to drink. And then two other things. Number one, it's very convenient. You don't have to get a juicer. You just take this around, take a teaspoon, stick it in here. It has a little scooper in there as well. Get a shaker bottle. That's going to be important. Shake it up and drink it. Some people do it in the morning. Some people do it at night. Some people do it morning and night. If you take one serving, it'll last you 60 days. Okay. The cost per serving is 58 cents. This is $25. Okay, so we're able to bring the cost down because we get it in bulk. I have to order a year in advance of this stuff because it's seasonal and they have to grow it. I can't just order it tomorrow. I have to wait, and then I have to make sure that's why I keep running out of this stuff, because it's such a great product, and then I have to wait till it comes back. Okay, and I put a link in the description box so you can get more information about this, and then send me your comments. Thank you so much for watching. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Please click the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.